Hi everyone. I have been getting a lot of requests where the question is, how do we use True Wave Scanner to find third wave setups? And that's a very valid question because the third waves are the most exciting part or the best part of the whole wave pattern. So if you want to trade something, trade one thing from using Elliott Waves, it should be third wave, because third wave is expected to be fast and typically the largest as well. So first thing, if you haven't signed up for True Wave Scanner, do sign up. It's a 30 days free trial, so you can get started now and see how True Wave Scanner can help you identify some great trading setups. Alright, so here is my account. The first thing that we need to understand about trading third wave is we have to look for setups where wave 1 has completed and we are likely in wave 2. And then we have to start anticipating when wave 2 might get completed and wave 3 might start, right? So those are the setups that would help you find early stage third waves where you can get in early and get the bulk of third wave in your trade, right? So the first thing that you need to do in True Wave Scanner is you have to open the status filter and select motive wave confirmed and apply this. What exactly is motive wave confirmed? Motive wave confirmed basically suggests that these are the potential setups where wave 1 has completed and wave 2 is undergoing. And wave 2 also has done at least 38.2% retracement. So these are the kind of setups which are ready to use where wave 1 is done and wave 2 has also done a minimum retracement which is required for wave 2, 38.2%. Obviously wave 2 can do deeper, 50%, 61.8%. So we need to look for price action and figure out the right level from which wave 3 might start, right? So now that I have filtered it, I can see all these options. The second thing I want to do after applying this, sort this by oldest. Why I am doing this? Because I am interested in the setups which were identified, sometime few weeks back. And that would basically help me find some setups where the wave 2 has been in progress or maybe third wave is in early stages, right? So if I look for latest setups, then that basically means wave 2 has just done 38.2%. It might take some more time for them to, complete. So I am interested in motive wave confirmed setups and older setups first. And these are the setup I see here. So this is one of the setups where I can see a 5-wave sequence here, and then this did almost 50% retracement, and these are the levels which are marked automatically on these charts: 38.2%, 50%, 61.8%. This has done 50% retracement, and from there it has started moving up. But I am not interested in this particular setup because this 5-wave sequence was identified within a larger Elliott Wave move. So this is basically an internal count. I am more interested in setups where the move is a fresh move starting from the most significant low or most significant high. So this is not that kind of setup. So that's why I will ignore this. I will move on to the next one. So here, this looks good to me because this is a significant low. There is nothing here, and this looks like a fresh move. Here 1 and 4 have overlapped, so that basically means this is leading diagonal, and the tool automatically checks whether the third wave is shortest or not. So third wave is not shortest in this case, otherwise it would have invalidated this particular setup. So we can be sure of that this is not the shortest and this is a valid Elliott Wave setup. Now here you see this has done 5 waves and it seems to be in retracement, and it has done 50% retracement, and at the 50% retracement we can see it has formed a doji, right? Doji basically is an indecision candle. That basically means buyers and sellers are not able to decide which way the market will go. They are both fighting, and it's kind of an indecision state. And from this point onward, one of them is expected to take over the another. And since this has been falling and then this doji has formed, we could expect that this could act as a reversal pattern, where if we get a close above the high of this doji, that could mean that this downturn might be at the verge of reversal, right? So there your standard price action comes into picture. Once you know that these are the levels and it has done this much retracement, then you have to look for the right price action to figure out when wave 3 might start or where it might start, right? So this is one such setup where this thing can happen. Similarly, you can look for other charts. So here is another chart. So this chart also looks good to me because this is a fresh move starting from a significant low. There is nothing nearby. So basically this looks kind of a potential reversal area where the first 5 waves have formed, which is a larger degree wave 1, and then wave 2 is in progress. And here I can see it has done exactly 61.8% retracement, and from there it has formed a doji, but it's kind of a bullish doji, more like a hammer, even though there is a wick on top. But you can see there is a long wick at the bottom which represents buying pressure, right? So that candle suggests that this could be potentially the end of wave 2 and wave 3 might start, right? So that does not mean you should directly, after seeing this candle, you should directly jump into this trade. You should look for more confirmations, and those confirmation can come from your standard technical analysis. You can basically use some moving averages, and once your moving average like 20 period, 40 period, or whatever you use, and once the price has met that criteria, for example, let me go to the chart. So here is the same chart that we were seeing in True Wave scanner. So let me go to candlestick mode. So it looks exactly same. So now here you can see this is a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has done 61.8% retracement, and this was the candle that I was talking about. And today this candle has formed, which is looking bearish, but there is no significant volume. So you can combine things like these levels are the first thing, that these are the levels where you are looking or where you are anticipating a reversal. So these levels are the first important thing that you need to look out for, and then you have to look out for signs of reversal. And then those signs of reversal could be through candlestick patterns, through volume confirmation. As I said, you can also use moving averages. For example, I use momentum cycles. So this is the RMC indicator, ROC based momentum cycles that I use. So to determine when a fresh cycle is starting. So in this, I don't see a cycle has starting. When a fresh cycle starts means it has to go above 0. When that happens, I expect a fresh cycle will start. And you can also use moving averages or something like anchored VWAP. So I can basically anchor my VWAP to the highest close, or maybe the highest high, maybe here. Or I typically use close values. I give more preference to close than highs and lows. So I will put my anchored VWAP here, and then I will wait for price to close above this. So you can look for any kind of confirmation to figure out when third wave has potentially started, and then you can get into it. And finally, and probably the most important thing, how do you determine the target for wave 3? For that, we know that wave 3 are typically at least equal to wave 1, more often than not. And at times they are 1.6 times, sometimes 2.6 times, sometimes 3.6 times. But to be very conservative, wave 3 are typically equal to wave 1. So I can estimate, or I can see the size of this first move, and assuming this is where wave 2 completed, then I can figure out that this is my target level, the equality level where wave 1 and wave 3 will be equal. So right now it's trading around 612, and the target would be in this case 743.55. Typically when wave 1 is a leading diagonal, wave 3 tend to be larger than equality, and more often than not 1.6 times. So that is also potential level. So it could be something like, this could be your first target 1, and 1.681 times could be your next target 2. You could basically liquidate your or exit your 50% position here and continue to trail the rest of the position till this point. That depends on how you trade and what is your position sizing and what is your risk management rules. So you can apply all those things here. But the purpose of this video is to help you understand how you can find third wave setups and start anticipating the start of third wave and get into it as early as possible, so you can maximize your returns by capturing the bulk of that move. So I hope this video helped you figure that out. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments and I will be happy to answer. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much.